I'm Jonar Spielberg, a fifth-year PhD candidate in the International Development Group at MIT DUSP, and today I'll present a brief overview of my research on the topic of water delivery in challenging environments, which J-WAFS has generously supported. Rapid population growth over the next few decades will likely require doubling agricultural production. Doing so sustainably will demand using water efficiently, or what's been called more crop per drop. This becomes all the more imperative due to climate change, which alters water availability, among other things. In places like Senegal, a coastal Sahelian country in West Africa, farmers face numerous environmental challenges. These include, among others, desertification, saltwater intrusion, and irregular water availability. Smallholder farmers in particular remain vulnerable to climate risks and face significant resource constraints. Realizing development objectives requires, in part, that these farmers secure adequate access to water. Irrigation is one key way to achieve these development objectives and improve the lives and well-being of smallholder farmers, particularly in Africa. Since the 1980s, Participatory Irrigation Management, or PIM, has been the main policy for improving irrigation management in the developing world. PIM entails the transfer of responsibility for irrigation system operation to farmers. Most often, the transfer is partial, with the government still playing a role. After more than 4 decades as a principal policy, however, evidence on the effect of PIM reforms is largely inconclusive. This is in part because most research privileges looking at formal rules and regulations, which overlooks the people and processes that actually constitute PIM. So, to better understand PIM, I instead explore the day-to-day interactions between bureaucrats and farmers. This has the benefit of centering those overlooked people and processes, and allows me to investigate the material consequences of how farmers and bureaucrats think and act. I conduct my research on PIM in Senegal, specifically along the Senegal River Valley, or SRV, which is Senegal's main agricultural zone. SRV is a particularly good place to study PIM. It's the region with the most irrigated land, the highest concentration of farmers, and irrigation management is shared among numerous government and farmers' organizations, and more. This research draws attention to how water is actually managed, emphasizing the importance of everyday decisions and practices. Policy-oriented studies tend to look at what goes in and what comes out, with far less regard for the process by which policies are translated into results. By looking inside the quote implementation black box and centering people and processes, this research reveals how resources are marshaled to advance workable solutions, with important implications for what kinds of PIM policies are feasible and how water supplies can, in practice, be sustainably and equitably managed.